The little girl who vanished on Mother's Day, the mystery of Marjorie West. On a sunny Mother's Day in 1938, a joyful family picnic turned into a nightmare that would haunt a community for decades. A 4-year-old girl stepped away for just minutes and vanished without a trace, as if swallowed by the forest itself. What really happened to little Marjorie West that day, and why has nobody ever found her? Stay with us, because the truth might shock you. On May 8, 1938, in Bradford, Pennsylvania, the West family began the day like so many others, with church. Brimming with laughter, hugs, and the hope of a beautiful spring afternoon, they set out for a Mother's Day picnic deep in the Allegheny forest. Marjorie West was only 4 years old, curious, bright, and full of life. She wore a blue dress, a red hat, and a navy coat that day. Colors so vivid you can almost see her in the sun-dappled clearing. Side by side with her 11-year-old sister Dorothea, she began picking wildflowers near a large boulder. It was peaceful, calm, and completely ordinary, until the moment everything changed. The moment that changed everything. Dorothea walked away from Marjorie, simply to bring flowers to their mother. Only a few minutes passed. When she returned, Marjorie was gone. Imagine that. A little girl vanishes so suddenly that not a single footprint, not a single rustle of clothing was ever found in the forest that day. Family searches began immediately, frantic voices calling her name through the trees, parents with hearts pounding, hopes rising with every echo, then fading with every unanswered call. Word of the disappearance spread quickly. Within hours, hundreds of volunteers joined the hunt. From local coal miners to World War I veterans, all combing the tangled woods with bloodhounds at their heels. But the forest was vast and treacherous. There were snakes, wild animals, and hundreds of abandoned oil wells, deep, dark shafts from the region's old petroleum boom that could swallow a person whole. Days turned to weeks. The West family's hope waned, and the nation watched helplessly as one of the earliest missing child cases began to age, then harden into legend. Strange sightings and mysterious leads. One of the most unsettling fragments in this case came not from the woods, but the roads that led away from them. Late that night, hours after Marjorie vanished, a taxi driver in West Virginia reported picking up a man and a little girl who perfectly matched Marjorie's description. The man claimed she was his daughter. He asked the driver where the nearest motel was, then where a liquor store was. That was the last sighting reported of the child. No arrests, no confirmation, no answers. Endless theories, no certainties. Over the years, theories have ranged from the heartbreaking to the chilling. Small Diamond that she wandered deep into the woods and succumbed to the elements. Small Diamond that she fell into one of the old oil wells and was never found. Small Diamond that she was taken by someone passing through, perhaps even trafficked. Small Diamond that she lived on in another family under a different name. None of these theories have ever been proven, and the official record still lists her as an endangered missing child, nearly 90 years later. The horror behind the silence. But perhaps the most unsettling truth is this. The forest offered no clues, no tiny footprints, no cries for help, no sign of struggle, not even a thread of her clothing. For a child lost in the woods, that's impossible. And that's what makes this case almost too eerie to accept. Was it a cruel coincidence? Or something more sinister? We may never know. What do you think happened to Marjorie West that day? Drop your theory in the comments. And don't hold back. Was she lost in the woods, taken by someone passing through? Or is there a clue hiding in plain sight that investigators missed? If you think this story was chilling, wait until you see the next mystery we've uncovered. A young girl walked away from home in the night and was never seen again. But what investigators found buried years later will blow your mind. Don't miss it. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications.